What's up, guys? I am just back in the United States and went out on Sunday with my exploring buddy Chuck to see how things are looking up in the California mountains, which is our normal area of exploration. We did get the opportunity to explore an abandoned mine that Chuck located a while ago. Interesting mine, very old historical mine. We also learned that it's a little too soon to be able to get much done up in the mountains. It was a very wet winter in California, which is contrast from the 5 years of drought we had before that. But the wet winter left a ton of snow up there, and then when the snow melts, a lot of the roads were washed out or heavily damaged. Snow was still an issue as well. We weren't able to get up very high to some mines we've been wanting to explore for a while, just because the roads are still closed from there being too much snow. In some places there were still snow drifts that were 6 to 10 feet high across the road. So it'll probably be July before we're able to get up to the higher elevations and really have free access again. Also, there were down trees all over the place, as you'll see in the video. Literally every 50 to 100 feet on the roads we were trying to get in on, there were down trees. So we did our part by clearing probably about 2 miles of road overall, and then we just said, you know, we're sick of this. Had called it a day and settled for the one historical mine we did find. So at least for the next month or so, we're going to be focusing on lower elevation mines or desert mines. Now, these are the waders that we frequently are compelled to utilize in the flooded mines in our area, because they're almost always flooded. And I wanted to show you how high they come up on me, because as you'll see later in the video, this is quite relevant. So I'm 5'10", and it comes up just below my neck. So again, you'll see why that's significant later in the video. It's like this all the way. We've been doing this all day. These roads are a mess right now after the very wet California winter.
A little heavier than I thought. Not as dry either.
We got a problem right there.
Oh, fuck, you could have said something about it.
I just noticed, man.
Thanks, bud. You want to spot me, or?
Yeah, I was just filming you being heroic.
Yeah.
So we're still making our way through all these obstacles and came across this tree, which, if you look, is actually impaled in the ground. That is not connected to the top, and you can see that just like a javelin, it is just stuck right in the ground. Pretty wild. And you see it came from up there, right there. So, yet another obstacle blocking these roads. Well, I don't know what's inside yet, but in terms of convenience, this is a luxury mine. Road just comes right up to it, and then it's easy to miss, and I'm sure almost everybody does. But back there is a nice looking Adit. In fact, all this water you see here, this is all coming out of that adit. And with a flow like that, I'm expecting good things. And can you see it yet? Maybe harder to tell on the camera, but see that black hole right there? That is it. Now, to my left here, there's see the trees and stuff there. To my left here, there is a level area. I'm not sure, you know, if they had some equipment here or even a building or something. But this is a really old site because there's no evidence of this mine. It's great because it's not marked on any maps, which I suspect is why it hasn't been destroyed yet by the Forest Service. And fortunately, it goes into hard rock, and so it hasn't eroded shut either. That's my stuff right there. Yeah, that is a nice looking portal with a lot of water coming out. But you see the type of rock they have here. It's all granite. And so that's why, even though this is obviously an old mine, it's not eroded shut yet. Alright, heading into the mine. It's a little shaky here in the front. So you got the roots right here in front of me. And then the mine carries on past that into the darkness. And see the roots all over there. And now it's really deep here in the front. So I'm going to do the best I can with it. You can see it's got some timbers here in front of me. And then in the murk down there, there's some timbers as well. I'm going to try and not trip over those. And then we'll see where this leads us. Wow, this is very, very cold water, of course, and it's getting very deep. There's a view down the Adit. I don't know if you can see anything with all the insects flying around, but it goes back as far as I can see. Usually the portal is the deepest part of a mine, and the water is about an inch away from the top of my waders, and so I really am strongly hoping that that rule holds true here, because a bunch of freezing cold water down the waders is not my... Whoa. Sorry guys, that was really close, like millimeters from the top of the waders. You can see the mine around me, or I should say the adit around me, and it looks like it's turned into solid granite, which is interesting. It must have been really tough for them to punch through here, even with dynamite and modern equipment. Although, given the age of this mine, I doubt they would have had much modern equipment available. I haven't seen any sign of tracks. I'm not feeling tracks in the mud that I'm walking through, or should say stumbling through. There's some timbers near the portal. I can feel myself stumbling over a timber now and then, but I'm not seeing any sign of rail. Interesting transition there in the top of the adit. I'm afraid these insects are throwing off the focus of the camera. Still can't see the end. Getting a little shallower now. Don't have to speak in a high-pitched voice. Whoa! Spoke too soon. Oh man. I spoke too soon and I got some water in the waders. Wow. That is extremely cold. Wow. Sorry, it's going to take a second to recover since it's going down the front of my chest. Wow. So, word to the wise, you do not want freezing cold water going down the front of your waders. This is really unpleasant. Now, this is interesting. There's this boulder here just sort of stuck in the side of the Adit. It's really interesting. Almost like a, I don't know, like a gem waiting to be plucked or something. Interesting. Okay, I'll keep going. I really hope I don't end up with any more water in the waders. And it actually looks like it opens up a bit here in front of us. Wonder if there's no, I guess not. I was just wondering if there's like an air shaft or something there, but instead I think that is yeah, if you look in the water in front of us, you can see some granite came down there. Oh, I just tripped over it. Tough going in this murky water. I'm gonna climb up on it. Okay, I can see some timbers against the wall right there. And almost completely out of the water now, on top of this big piece of granite that came down. Sliding back down into the water now. I can feel the icy cold water sloshing around the waders, which really sucks. See how murky the water is, it's hard to see anything. I keep going. I hear water trickling down from somewhere up ahead. And I see some more timbers up ahead. A little bit faster now, the water's a bit shallower. Not that it makes a difference now, since I'm already wet. Now those are very old timbers because you can see that they're used, or they're made from just the raw logs. Those aren't processed, those are just trees that they cut down outside and brought in here. Serve as timbers. There's another one right there. Rock and stuff on the floor. Sorry guys, this is tough going. I'm tripping over timbers and rocks and all kinds of stuff. I can't see where I'm going. And I don't feel like taking another bath. And it looks like there's a collapse up here, unfortunately. A lot more timbers here. It's interesting, the timbers are stacked against the wall there. Not sure why they would have done that, unless somebody's just getting them out of the way. More stuff there in the water in front of me. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I'm getting through this. Obviously that's fairly porous, because for this much water to be flowing through, you know, it's not blocked with mud or anything like that. It's just chunks of granite, and the water's obviously flowing through that fairly easily, given the volume of water up front. There's a timber right there. Yeah, I'm afraid this is the end of the line. I'm not going to be able to get through that. Just getting ready to leave, head back out. I noticed all the quartz and the rock right there. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera or not, but that is full of quartz. So, no real mystery why they built a mine here. We're on the way out, and Chuck spotted some interesting rocks along the road. First one being this crystal right here, which hopefully the camera will stay focused on. And this is quartz, but it also has some crystalline effect as well. But these are just right along the road. I mean, you can definitely see why there was so much mining activity up here when you see all this quartz. It's just sitting around.